So what it is, what it do, we back your favorite vets on the net. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we get down and how we fit to do it. It's your boy Trey the Commission. The crew is all here. Myself, my man Bishop, aka Sean Bishop, aka the GOAT, as we call him. I'm not gonna start with the shenanigans yet. Additionally, we got my man CC, the People's Coach, aka as y'all would find out, Mr. No Excuses this season. Gentlemen, what's good? We're ready. Let's get it.
Y'all already know. WGO, WGO, WGO. What's going on? Y'all already know what time it is. We have football back in the building. Everybody's always ready for that. My wife talking about we never stop playing football, which she's right when it comes to that flag. But when it comes to that full contact, you got to take that time off. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's the worst time of the year for us is when it's football season is no longer intact. Right after January, New Year, and all of that, everybody kind of gets sad. I get it, you NBA players. I ain't hating on the NBA, but football pastime. You know what I'm saying? I hope my fellas here will agree with me. But hey, I'm glad to be back. Happy to be back. Let's go!
NFL season, what? 26, 27 season?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good time. See everybody repping their squad. Let's see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to, bro. I gotta fix my camera though. I gotta fix my jump right now. Cause my jump ain't
So yesterday we was having a little conversation. As we was having that conversation, both CC and Sean was like, Trey, you need to check the stream. It just came up the right time. It's a Philly thing. Sean put it up as CC was saying. And I was sort of giving them a little kudos because I was saying I think the NFC East is going to be a dominant factor this year, in which I was trying to say, hey,
we shall see. I feel like what you're saying is a lot of commentators disagree. A lot of people don't find the NFC being the NFC East, should I say, being the team coming out of the NFC as the top tier team. But we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. Only time will tell. But
we know tonight is a game, so we decided to get it in an hour before the game gets ready to start off. We know the Hall of Fame game kicking off. Carolina Panthers they didn't make it, but they had a good season in the season. They look to have some promise. Carolina Panthers starting off against the Arizona Cardinals today. We'll give a little synopsis before we jump off the air today, but they're going to kick off the Hall of Fame game. But before we went live and clicked that button that set us on the live voyage, CC asked a question. Hall of Fame, who's going in today? So that poses the question for the most part. Are the individuals that are going into the Hall this weekend, are they the most deserving for that first ballot Hall of? It was one of them. I think it's only one first ballot. Two, actually, it's two first ballot Hall of Famers that's going in. One of them being the second youngest in Hall of Fame history to go in, that being Luke Kuechly. Are those individuals that's going in? What's good, my brother? What's going on there?
What up, Zach? What up, Texas Wild?
What's going on, LaDonna? Good. What's good?
How y'all living, man?
What's going on, Q? Texas Wild Hogs. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. We definitely want to have y'all on the show. We're gonna reach out so we can get ahead and introduce the world to the Texas Wild Hog first formation style. So we definitely gonna have y'all on Texas Wild Hogs representing the Burn, Texas. But going back, Luke Kuechly. Do y'all think
ever go into the Hall?
Second youngest, 30. I think he's second youngest by a year, or two.
Okay.
Did it'd be
Did he
this
do
is
enough?
Yeah, this is a conversation. We're just having a conversation because I think Luke Kuechly put in work. So don't get it twisted. Luke Kuechly put in work as I need to sit up and put up his stats. But did he do enough to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
See, that's my thing, and I know CC gonna say something because you know me and CC, we here. But this is the thing: it's so many people in front of Luke Kuechly,
That
and
part.
for him to go in on his first ballot would be a slap in the face for those who never made it yet, haven't made it in yet, in my opinion. Now I get it. Records have to be set, things like that. Him being the second youngest ever to go in, I understand. But for me, Luke Kuechly was a powerhouse, was a beast on the field. Don't get me wrong. Bad, one of the top linebackers. But I don't think, in my opinion, he did enough to be a first ballot.
Go ahead, keep going. You know, I'm going to our stats.
Just in my opinion now. In my opinion, I don't know. For me, I don't feel like I heard Luke Kuechly's name enough to say, oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, he's the first ballot. Without a shadow of a doubt, he should go in first. He should be the second youngest. I don't recall hearing his name like that. I don't.
Ooh, who is that? Ed? That's Ed.
Hey,
What's good, baby?
This is the first time I've heard Kuechly's name all summer.
What you say?
Tripping.
What you say?
I mean, this is the first time I heard his name.
What you said?
Like, congratulations, being the second youngest, whatever. But I think that's what it's all about right now. I mean, I've been saying for the last few years that, man, whatever they're doing with the Hall of Fame is not really making sense. I mean, Kuechly was a good player, but
yes,
come on, man. First ballot, ballot Hall of Fame.
Luke Kuechly was the 2012 AP Defensive Player of the Year.
Hall of Fame that this Belichick, ain't it? Ain't this the same? Ain't this the same Hall of Fame that this Belichick? Come on, man.
And don't get me wrong, it ain't about Super Bowls, but how many Luke got?
But it's like,
he went to one.
I said, how many do he have compared to Bill Belichick, who has over 6?
So, Bill hasn't been dished. I mean, he hasn't been dished yet. Bill still got an opportunity to get in.
He was this. There was no way he should not have been first ballot.
He should be in already.
Luke Kuechly's numbers look like this.
Okay.
He has 18 interceptions for 153 yards.
As a linebacker, that's
seven. As a linebacker, 75 tackles for a loss, 1,092 tackles. It's combo, 690 tackles solo, 400, which gives him a total of 1,092 tackles, which is 690 solo, 402 assists, 75 tackles for a loss, 31 QB hits, which he averaged 107 tackles a season in the 8-year season.
8 years. He did
8 years.
8 years.
Okay.
Stop it, bro. Stop it.
8 years. I mean, that's long enough to build a career, I guess, in football. But yeah, that's kind of. I don't know. His numbers ain't that impressive to me. Like, that's not really, that's not
in 8 years.
Hold on. Now,
but in 8 years, okay,
Now I'm gonna say this.
As a middle linebacker.
As a middle linebacker, his number, the only number that really impressed me as a middle linebacker was those interceptions.
Yeah, the 18 interceptions. Other than
that's
that,
a lot for a linebacker. That's a lot. That's impressive. But as far like CC said, for the rest of that, it ain't overwhelming.
I'm not
overwhelming. It's not for me, bro.
Congratulations, Luke.
Yeah,
congratulations.
If you get in.
Another first balloter, Larry Fitzgerald. Now, AP
that's crazy.
Just said.
That's crazy.
AP Fitzgerald is first. 17 years of outstanding football, man. You got to take your hat off to Fitzgerald. I'm just gonna start off right there. 17 years of outstanding football, and he did it for the Arizona Cardinals.
One team, right? I want to say all with one team,
right?
One team.
11-time Pro Bowler.
That's what I said. 11 Pro Bowls. Now, see, that's first ballot. Oh, okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Now we're talking. Those are accolades that
his receptions ridiculous. Bro. Yardage ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You know,
17 years.
Bro, that's
yeah,
crazy.
17 years of outstanding play though. Like he really played outstanding the bulk of his career.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett and Carson Beck gonna get to start tonight in the Hall of Fame
Yeah,
game.
they start tonight. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But go ahead, my bad. What I missed?
No, you good. You good. You good.
What was your question?
17,482 yards receiving.
Okay.
Uh, his receptions 1,432 receptions. How many touchdowns he had? 121 touchdowns.
Okay.
So I mean that. Oh, you hear Zach?
Hey man, you in Philly?
No, he in Jersey.
Oh, wait, man. I'm finna say, man. Hey, all I need is the invite. I'm there, bro.
Like he in the
All I need
neighborhood.
is the invite. I'm there. I'm there.
Fort Dix.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
sorry,
Yeah, Jersey. They changed the name of
Oxec.
it.
My fault.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah. Yeah. In my opinion, Fitzgerald is the first ballot.
First ballot.
First ballot. Yeah.
I mean, that makes
clear,
sense. Yeah.
clearly.
His numbers make sense. Yeah, they make sense.
Oh, definitely. I'm coming to see you, Zach. VP for sure. Yeah, the numbers make sense. Like CC said, when you think about it, the numbers just make sense. You just gotta and not taking anything away from Luke for doing 8 seasons. Everybody know, just like you know what I'm saying. Barry Sanders, we know what he retired at what 9 seasons. I don't even think he made 10, right? And then he 8 or 9
10 seasons. I think he did
10
10
seasons.
Right.
But going back to the 8 season, of course it was ahead of his time. But
right, but wasn't it because of injuries, or wasn't it premature?
I mean,
why he retired?
Yeah, he was premature, but it wasn't. I think it wasn't necessarily injury based, but yeah, you could say injuries. But I think it was more so about what he was dealing with in Detroit, and he was like he didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel, so he's like, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah. See, and, I don't know, man.
But
I don't know.
I just saw a thing on Fitzgerald too that he's not even officially retired. You know what I mean? Like he's not playing, but he hasn't officially retired from the league. I just saw that today about Fitzgerald that he's not officially, that he's never officially came out and said he's retired. Yeah, like so it's like.
Oh, he ain't officially retired?
No, he's not officially retired. Like,
so
that makes it even better to make the Hall of Fame. I mean, I don't know how you pull that off. I guess because he ain't played since 2020, right? Like, if you're not officially retired.
But don't you gotta officially retire before you can do that?
That's what I thought, but apparently not. Apparently not.
I didn't know that.
And then, of course, I ain't gonna say last but not least, but of the first year balloters, I believe Drew Brees, of course, and said it clearly. He's the only first year balloter on the list. But I asked this question, right? Is he the only first year balloter on the list because he's behind who we know next year or the year before after that is going to be a first year balloter in who y'all call the GOAT in Tom Brady? Is that why we're saying? Wait, hold up. Oh wait, I'll get to that question in a second. And is that why we're saying he's a first clear balloter because he's second behind Tom Brady and the expectation that Tom Brady's going to definitely get in? So why can't Drew Brees get in when he's not that far behind Tom Brady?
I mean, to me, Drew's career spoke for itself, man. He threw for a lot of yards, and you got to remember when he retired a few years ago, he was at the top of the stack. Remember, Brady was still playing.
Brady had to play a while longer to catch him.
Brady was still playing. So what Brees has done, man, and then what he did, New Orleans, I'll never forget it because and they got a Super Bowl out of Brees,
out of that,
his tenure there. So it was all worth it, and I always got love for them. I always got love for them Texas athletes, man. You say Drew Brees, man, one of the Texas athletes. Gotta show love there. Always. What up, Texas? We put out some of the best athletes around the world, baby. Remember that. But I think Breeze, his reputation speaks for itself. I think you know, that whole thing where remember he got bumped to continue his career the way he did. Remember when he's with the Chargers, they didn't want him, right? Remember they took Eli Manning or whatever. Remember Breeze got caught in that Phillip Rivers Eli Manning thing, and so you know, to go down to New Orleans and
he just fell in New Orleans' lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think what he's done though is impressive, and with a lot of the like, and without no real big name receiver, he was able to accomplish a lot.
So he threw for 12,348 yards while he was in San Diego for 5 years, and then 15 years in New Orleans. He threw for 68,010 yards, a total of 80,358 yards passing, 571 touchdown passes thrown throughout that time frame. That's a lot of throwing the ball all over the yard.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then what you said, he's and the Super Bowl to boot.
Just add to it, yeah. So, I mean, like they say, Drew Brees definitely, without question, is a Hall first ballot. I think it's best for him to go in now, so he doesn't get overshadowed by Tom Brady. Because when Tom Brady go in, it's gonna be listen.
Yeah.
When Tom Brady go in, and he's definitely a first ballot. When Tom Brady go in, listen, it's gonna be over. Tom Brady finna overshadow anybody else that's on that ballot. I'm telling you now, he's gonna overshadow anybody else on that ballot. I don't care who it is. I wouldn't want to go in when Tom Brady go in either.
So I have a couple of more, of course, Hall of Fame questions, of course. But first, getting back to Anthony's question, do you think Larry is better than T.O.? And he further says, just saying, Larry played 50 more games, but T.O.'s stats are a little bit better. What say you guys about the Larry versus T.O. conversation?
I guess my list really goes like this. I got Jerry Rice, I got Randy Moss, I got Terrell Owens, and then I got Larry Fitzgerald. Like that'll be my top four right now. Like we got active players right now that's balling, you know, but this is all these players that I just named are retired. So you know what I mean? Like out of the retired players, I think for me that'll be my order right there. Like I would put T.O. a little bit above Larry Fitzgerald.
Just because of what T.O.'s done with 50 less games than Larry makes his stat more appealing. Makes him more appealing because of the fact. And then T.O. was a freak of nature. Like,
I was about to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth, bro. Because I was about to say you just gotta like the dude. How long did he need, CC? Because he was with y'all when he happened. How long did he need to come back from that broken? Oh no, he wasn't with y'all. He was with Sean.
Yeah,
he was with Philly. Like remember, he played with like with like pins or something in his leg in the Super Bowl. You know.
Good question, Zach, because he sure forgot Megatron. He sure forgot Megatron.
He didn't forget Megatron.
Yeah, the hell he did. Yeah, the hell he did.
He rightfully left Megatron ass.
No, he didn't. No. Hold on. So what y'all telling me? T.O. and Larry is better than Megatron?
Yes.
Hell no!
I'm saying
hell no!
I love Megatron. I love Megatron, man.
Hell no!
We
just talked about the body of work. Trey. We just talked about the body of work of a receiver. Megatron, the reason that dude got his name.
If we say
the body of work.
Tell me right now, can we book it like Zach just said? Book that ticket. Tom Brady is in.
Right.
If we're talking about Megatron, can we say the same thing for Matt Stafford?
As what, a first ballot?
Yes.
Well, Matthew Stafford gonna be like a first ballot, man, when it's all
said. He probably is.
He's still playing.
He probably is.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I think T.O. Okay. I think T.O. got that bad rep from all the other things, not his performance on the field. I think
but he was a first balloter too, wasn't he? Wasn't T.O. a first balloter?
But remember, no, right?
So.
That's why he didn't go, right? That's why he didn't go to the Hall of Fame, right? They passed him.
Right. He barely missed it, right? He missed it by a couple of votes.
Right.
Yeah. I don't understand. But Fitzgerald, man, a long body of work. For me, Megatron, like to get in that receiver battle, man, that's a big thing. So I guess if we just going for a 10-year span, I guess you could switch them either way. But Megatron, like he left a couple of years out there to me that I thought he could have played and really broke away from the rest of the pack. But he left early.
Right. I don't think I don't know. Just me. Yeah, T.O. was not a first ballot. That's the reason. Yeah, I remember. He was the reason why. That's the reason why he didn't go.
I just told you my top five. I got Jerry Rice. I got Randy Moss.
Yeah, you said 4.
Yeah, I got Terrell Owens. I got Larry Fitzgerald, and I got Megatron 5.
Oh, you got Megatron is 5th. Okay.
That's 5.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not counting the active players right now.
Right. No, you can't. Yeah, that would be unfair. If the active players, it's totally different.
So
yeah.
Now, with that being said, right in the conversation, and Sean, you just said it. There. So we already know for this year, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and Roger Craig are all going to the Hall.
Okay.
Sean just stood up and said there's a lot of people that's left out there that's come before us, which is interesting. The conversation is interesting to be had because why is it now these later players are the ones that are leapfrogging all the players that we grow up watching and seeing and know some of them was legitly dogs, right? And some of them put in that work and played, and you would think, oh man, damn, they deserve to be in the Hall, but for now they haven't got in yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this next crop,
Roger Craig, man, like
that's what we talking about. That's what we
he retired a long time ago.
He did,
and he's getting in as a senior. He's getting in as a senior. Yeah. He's getting in as a senior.
Yeah, like one of those honorary senior deals because
so he's getting in as a senior.
But I used to like Roger Craig, man. Like
I did too. He was a strong runner, bro. Roger was a beast, bro. And
he was my man on technical.
He was the first player in NFL history to have 1,000 yards receiving and rushing in 1985.
Oh yeah.
So looking at that, right? These next crop of players that's potentially for the 2027 that's coming up. Just a few names to bring up. Rob Gronkowski, Adrian Peterson, Jason Witten, Torrey Hope, Frank Gore. He's been on there for a while.
Man, Hope been on the list a long time.
Boy, Hope been on there for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Is this his senior year?
Frank? Huh?
Is this his senior year?
No, he's not a senior yet. I think he still got a couple of years left. Frank Gore, Richard Sherman, Ben Roethlisberger. These are the people.
So what was the last 3? Richard Sherman,
Frank Gore, Big Ben.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a couple. That's just. I mean, it's of course it's a lot more, but those are some of the most noble names in which.
Two of the last 3 definitely. Ben is definitely going in.
So out of those,
I think Frank Gore getting in because
he should. But
he's like the number 2. He like the number 2 rusher all time. Number 2 all time rusher, right?
I got you on that.
So that's I just named 7 people, right?
Ooh,
I just named 7 people. Here we go with the BS. I just named 7 people.
Okay.
Damn, we couldn't even make it through the hour, bro, without this. Yeah. So I just named 7 people. Out of them 7, and we ain't it's other people who I talk about. I ain't bring up Steve Smith. I ain't bring up Steve Smith. He's still out there. So, but out of these 7 people, we know at least 3 of these is probably going to get in, right? Rob Gronkowski and Jason Witten is going to battle, or do they both get in?
Oh man, they both had Hall of Fame careers, in my opinion.
That part, when you said Rob, I was like,
Rob Gronkowski is he a shoe-in, right?
Does Rob get in? He got what, 4 Super Bowls?
Yeah, that's like a shoe-in, bro.
I think he a shoe-in. I think Rob Gronkowski
like,
just because of his coach,
and Witten. Ain't
I
Witten,
think- but I think Witten is
Witten
more.
Witten got 2 Super Bowls?
Witten has no Super Bowls.
No Super
He
Bowl.
ain't got none?
No,
He
he
just got the
played for the
numbers.
Cowboys, man, through the drought.
Damn, I thought he had 1 or 2.
But I think Witten.
That's going to be his downfall.
I think
That
Witten
might be his
I think Witten has a more lengthy body of work because Rob was injured a lot. But I think when it comes to postseason, Rob Gronkowski shows you what a tight end. You know what I mean? Like
Without
Travis
question.
Kelce to follow in his footsteps, but I think he
Right.
showed you what it's all about.
When you think about tight ends, like CC said, when you think about tight ends, Rob Gronkowski is one of the names that's gonna come out your mouth out the gate. Outside of, like he just said, Kelce now and a few others, but Rob, everybody knew Rob.
So,
Everybody
but okay,
knew Rob. He was probably the most picked tight end in fantasy draft football, bro. Without question.
I'm finna throw this to y'all then. All right, like you just said, Rob Gronkowski. True enough, I'm there with y'all. But let me sit up and throw y'all this fastball. Antonio Gates didn't have any.
I knew you was gonna do that. I knew
Antonio
you was gonna do that because he's the other one who was a household name,
and he
you
got
can't
in.
speak about tight ends without speaking about him. Yes, you cannot speak about tight ends without you can't. You can't
Gates.
do it. Gates,
it's like a handful.
But then if that's the case,
yeah,
but then if that's the case, you gotta look at there's Gates, and then there's Unk's brother.
Yeah, is that Turner? Daryl Turner just said it.
Sterling, yeah, Sterling Sharp.
Shannon Sharp.
But like you said,
Shannon Sharp. Shannon. So that, like, come on, bro.
And it starts to be a turn of the tide because it's different at the times. So now we see it to where the people who was playing as we were older and watching play are the ones that are starting to push the line. Because like we just said, Frank Gore, Adrian Peterson, Frank Gore, two different times. But like we just said, who gonna get in? Frank Gore or Adrian Peterson? Well, we would think that Frank Gore is going to be the first balloter, but does Adrian Peterson get in before him? Tony Gonzalez, he ain't have a Super Bowl, but he had the numbers.
He played a lot of years too.
Yeah, Tony.
And those numbers, he was productive the whole time. That gave him the numbers. Same thing as Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates, which gave him the numbers, just like just like Jason Witten.
Right, just like Jason Witten.
Ben Roethlisberger. He might eat up a position. So we talking about Ben and Rob. Right now we talking about Ben and Rob, 1 and 2.
Yeah, Ben getting in simply for the Super Bowls he's had, the game, how he played the game, who he played the game with, his whole entire career. Like Ben's getting in.
Richard Sherman used to lock down the whole right side of the field.
Richard Sherman.
Does he get in?
Richard Sherman gets in like the same reason Dion got in. He was a lockdown defender for the Seahawks. Like Richard Sherman,
this is what I say, right?
I see him.
Richard Sherman is my homeboy. Represent City of Compton, Dominguez High School, Dominguez Dons. Represent. Richard Sherman is probably not going to be a first-year balloter.
How not? Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna be real.
Zach,
I heard you just say that this guy was like Deion Sanders. He was nothing like Deion Sanders. I don't recall seeing this guy return a punt. I don't recall seeing this guy.
I'm talking
pick sixes. I don't see no pick sixes. Oh man, stop! No highlights.
Hold on, CC, listen. Hold on, CC. Hold on. My bad. Hold on, listen. My bad. My fault. Because Deion Sanders was my idol growing up. I ain't gonna lie. He was my idol growing up. Deion Sanders was my idol. So true enough, maybe I over-exaggerated the fact that Richard Sherman. But what I was speaking of is Richard Sherman locked down a side of the field when he came down the stage.
So I'm not taking that away from him, but I'm saying
that's the only comparison. That's the only comparison.
Maybe Darrell Reeves, maybe he had
Reeves
Reeves.
So now what I will say is
stuff like that. Ty Law, man. Ty Law was my guy, by the way. Shout out.
So
Ty
Law what I will say is Richard Sherman pulled himself up because when in high school, and in college, Richard Sherman was a wide receiver.
Right.
He came to the league and was turned into a corner, and you see what he did. So that has to count for something. Like the man turned himself into an all-pro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then also can go also for, you know what I'm saying, why when he played, he locked down. Will we say that he was Revis Island type of corner? Or will we say that?
That's what I was saying. More Revis. I think more,
he's more of a Revis Island. He was more of a Revis Island than he was a Dion, in my opinion. I only when I referenced him to Dion or compared him to Dion, I was just talking about the fact, like I said, he shut the whole side of the field. You would think twice before throwing to Larry's. I mean what's it called side.
My favorite moment with him is playing. I think it was against when he was
Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, with the Crabtree, the whole Crabtree incident thing, man. Like really, to play against a guy, talk all that noise, and then go out there and shut him down like that. Out there and shut him down like that. Like I like Richard Sherman. I think he's pretty good. I think I don't know if he first ballot though. I don't know if he should get in this time around. Probably next time.
Okay, that's fair.
Torrey Holt, like I said, Torrey Holt, but Big Ben, like Ben.
I ain't gonna say give up on the Torrey Holt, but Torrey Holt, man, come on, man. It's time to put the pause on Holt, and because it's been years.
Steve Smith, do Steve Smith get in before? Do Steve Smith deserve to get in finally?
Finally. I don't know. It's so many worthy. It's hard to say who not worthy, but I will say this. Steve Smith, to me, man, his numbers are like middle of the pack. Like, I'm not looking at him right now, but nothing wows me about other than him being an undersized receiver.
I think it was intangible. I think it's intangible.
And that's what I was about to say, CC. The fact of his size at 5'8", the things he was capable of doing with those that are in the same position as him and got 4, 5, 6 more inches than him and still putting out massive numbers, that says a lot. A 5'8" wide receiver, bro. And he wasn't a slot.
No.
He wasn't a 5'8" slot. He was on the outside. He wasn't a slot receiver. He was on the outside.
Yeah.
Like, that says a lot, bro. I get it. I get what you're saying. Does he go first ballot? I don't know, Steve. Steve Smith was a bad dude, though.
I mean, he was tough.
I don't think he gets in.
Yeah, but I think he middle of the pack. I think his numbers and stuff don't rank up with the Fitzgeralds and stuff that we talking. Like, I think he's just middle of the pack. So I think it's gonna take him a minute to get in.
I don't think he gets in
at all.
Yeah,
I think one of these years he gets in. I mean, it's just
like I don't think Antonio Brown gets in either.
Yeah, we know Antonio Brown not getting in. Antonio Brown, yeah,
he's hurt himself. Hurt himself toward the end of his career.
Yeah, as great as the talent as he was, I think the voters are going to just hold him out because of his other antics, because of all the other stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely, I think that's what's going to hurt him from getting in. I don't see Antonio Brown getting in because of his antics. He never did half the stuff in which he did. He put a bad light on the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, he really did.
So,
he put a bad light on it.
Transitioning a little bit, let's talk about these cats getting money, right? A particular couple of cats that's getting money. Last year was Sean's player, the GOAT's team, in Saquon Barkley that was able to pull down a total average of $22 million a year, which was unheard of. Let's think about this.
He didn't do nothing. And then he didn't do nothing.
Let's unwrap this for a second. Hold on.
And then he didn't do nothing.
This for a second.
Remember, hey, what we're not gonna do is bring up old stuff now. Let's not bring up old.
Remember, right? Le'Veon Bell sat out a whole year and ultimately ruined his career because he was trying to get over $9 million a year for a running back, and in essence, we have seen in the last 2 years, running backs eclipse 20 million. You got Saquon Barkley, who's averaging average of 22 million a year. We just seen Bijan Robinson hit 25 million a year. We just seen yesterday, Jonathan Taylor hit 22 million a year average, and today Jahmyr Gibbs hit 23 million a year.
Okay, he got it. Okay. I figured after we saw what Bijan got, everybody, okay, here comes Jahmyr. Everybody knew it. Jahmyr, they said Jahmyr was up there like.
They said Jahmyr could make up to 75 million though on this 3 years.
Close to get what Bijan got. But this is the caveat to that, right? The numbers are large, but the years are small. Right? Because they're only extensions. So basically, I think the most that got it is the Bijan Robinson because it's a 3-year extension, which gives them 4 years technically. So it's a little less, but average of their average contract. So and then of course they can make X amount of dollars with incentives and all that type of stuff. In looking at that, why do y'all think the influx in that type of money for the running back? And let's be clear, right? It's only elite running backs. We ain't seeing that type of money for certain running backs, right? It's not every running back that's getting that type of money. It's only these elite type of running backs, right? Mm-hmm. But why is there a message being sent that
absolutely it's justified? It's justified right now.
Who's the next one that gets that money?
But
I don't know.
I'm just gonna say this.
I don't know who's the one.
I think I got one in my mind. A-Chain.
I don't know if that's.
Look, A-Chain signed an extension already, right? Didn't he got paid this offseason, didn't he? Didn't he get a little money already? Yeah, A-Chain got money already.
Okay.
I have to look it up because he was clearly the first one came to mind.
He got like 16 million a year though. He got like 16 million or something. I think he signed a 4-year, $64 million deal or something like that. Okay. Or something like that. So he got like 16 million or something. But for me,
that's below average. Below what they got.
That's 10
million. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But he signed that. And he signed early.
A-Chain might be more valuable than all them than he to their team than the other.
I'm not going there. I'm not going to say that.
Don't do that.
But I am going to say
that. You don't think A-Chain's more valuable to the Dolphins?
Did Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson? Hell no.
But out of these players that we're talking about, besides if you take Saquon did his deal last year,
Philly can win. Philly can win without Saquon.
Who? Philly can win without Saquon.
Philly can win without Saquon.
Okay, we did it. We did that. Okay, we done
it. Detroit can win without Jahmyr.
No, they can't. No, they cannot.
I was gonna say, they win what?
No, they can't.
Win games. Okay, I might.
What we talking about? Are we talking about Super Bowls or are we talking about games? Yeah, me too. Are we talking about games?
They can be in Super Bowl position. They can be in Super Bowl position without if they had to win games without.
Let's put it like this. Let's do it like this, Trey. Can you be contenders without those backs for a Super Bowl?
Detroit cannot be. Y'all cannot be serious and say that guy. They can be.
Maybe Philly. Maybe only Philly can.
I mean, Philly.
But the point that I'm trying to make is the point I'm trying to make is all those teams could be contenders without the running back. Miami can't even win games without A-Chain, is what I'm saying.
But I say the same thing about in the Colts struggle with or without Jonathan Taylor, but they really struggle without him. And then. But
they didn't have Daniels. Daniels was injured.
If you take Philly off and maybe Detroit off, man, the other ones, you're talking about who the quarterbacks on those teams. I mean, you got to have something else when you ain't got the quarterback. They either paying the quarterback or evidently the running back right now.
Which is true. But even still, if you're really looking at it, what CC just said, Philly can't do it. Because without Saquon had a horrible season. Yeah. And look at
where y'all went to the Super. Y'all went to the playoffs.
The playoffs. That's it. Because we ain't had no run game, that's why we have a new offensive coordinator.
And then
we had no run game at all.
Too. Take nothing against Philly, but the division was trash last year. Like you didn't have much competition in the division. Nobody was pressing Philly's neck in the division. Right.
Agree. Totally 100% agree. But that's the reason why we didn't go as far as we needed to go. Because the year when we went to the Super Bowl, didn't Saquon Barkley almost break the rushing record?
Yeah, he almost set the single season rushing record. And I think last I think last year was a result of that, man. I think last year.
Exactly. I agree.
I think last year he was tired. Last year, dude was like, I got paid, but I'm tired. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Yeah. Agreed. The year we won the Super Bowl with what was it? DeAndre Swift. He was like a Saquon Barkley. DeAndre Swift was that dude that year we won.
And look, you know where he is now, Chicago.
Yeah, he was decent.
He in a two-headed monster situation. Yeah, so I don't think neither one of them get a bag. Anthony,
I think it's over for them. I think they bag days are over. I think you know what I mean.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, their bag days. The only way
Henry got one more season, possibly one.
Yeah. But I think they bag days are over. I think they both got all the money they're gonna pretty much get out of big money that is.
Big money. Yeah. The next money they getting is to sign with the team they started with so they can retire.
But I think in a couple of years, if he does well, man, in a couple of years, draft pick for Arizona, they gonna give him $30 million. He gonna be making $30 million a year. Jeremiah Love, if he comes out and he plays and he's explosive like everybody expected him to be, he gonna be he gonna set the
Notre Dame.
It's gonna be $30 million a year.
Notre Dame.
He came out as Notre Dame. Yeah. The market resets. The market's gonna dictate that.
But Jeremiah Love, we talk about him, right? But look who came out the year before. Was the year who we ain't heard nothing.
Because the expectation is that they're going to use him now. So what the conversation was that they didn't use him correctly. Genty.
Man, Genty. I was going to say because Trey was such a huge fan of Genty, man. Yeah. And he was such a huge Genty guy. And I'm like, that guy just didn't, he didn't really do it. Like, he didn't make a splash like I thought he was gonna make a splash in the league.
Yeah, so the expectation was that he wasn't used correctly in that system, but the expectation is that Kubiak is going to put him to work.
Cool your jets, Anthony. It's just practice. Cool your jets, man. It's practice. Like you know what I'm saying. Game time is different than practice.
We talking about practice.
That's what you go to practice for, to work out all the kinks, baby. Like you got a ways to go. It's just training camp. It's just a few days in the training camp.
Yeah, a week in the training camp. I think we got.
So let's talk about this right quick so we can get it out the way because I'm starting to get a headache just thinking about it. Aaron Donald.
You ain't saying that because you're a 49er. Because your team in that division.
Yeah, he mad.
They in the crosshairs.
He mad, bro. That boy, he do not want that man to come back, bro. He do not. Aaron Donald's coming back. Just know he's back.
Really?
He's coming back. Yes, he's coming.
You say that with such exuberance, like you.
Because I'm facing the inevitable, bro. He's been at practice. When they go to practice, bro, they coming back.
He officially tried out.
Got that itch.
He officially worked out,
and he gonna officially be on the team. He still got that itch. He gonna officially be on the team. He still got that itch, bro.
All that stuff is just That's just the process, right? We already know.
Antics, bro. That's riling up. What Aaron Donald is doing is genius. Actually, he's riling up the fans. He's riling up all in. Even though if you're not Aaron, he's riling up all the NFL fans. That's what he's doing, bro. He's bringing back that oomph to football.
And him and Miles Garrett, that's gonna be a problem.
That part.
That's gonna be a problem.
You know what? We're putting too much emphasis in that. We ain't got it. It's too much emphasis going in that right now. We ain't got nothing to be worried about.
Okay. Nothing to worry about. You got a quarterback that's injury prone. Talking about you ain't got nothing to worry about.
What he said. Pass rush. What he said.
What are you talking about?
What he said.
Yeah.
You better be worried. You better be damn worried.
Quarterbacks on their schedule better be
worried. You better be worried.
All 17 quarterbacks on their schedule better be worried. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, can you imagine Aaron Donald pushing the line up the front, and now you got Myles Garrett coming around the corner, one corner, and they probably developing the other end, who's probably going to be a problem too.
Right.
Problems, bro.
So that's it's going to be like. It's going to remind me of the 2003, 2004 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, when they had, man, the defense was just, you had Sapp, you had Simeon Rice, all them dudes was playing in their prime. Booker McFarland, they was all playing in their prime.
That's when they had John Lynch on the back end.
You know what I mean? I don't know if the Rams got linebackers and safeties like that, but
they have one safety. Don't they have what's his name? They got a safety, and I think they have a corner. They fuck.
Yeah, I think the Rams going all in on another Super Bowl attempt. I think they're trying to make a run. I think they really seriously trying to.
And they still got Puka Nacua and Dr.
What you said?
Yeah, we ain't even talk about the offensive side of the ball. That's what's crazy.
The offensive side of the ball. Yeah, that's and defense will win championships. We already know that.
Man. But then, you know, like they say, the Seahawks, they still tough. I think the Seahawks still going to be a tough team. But I think the Rams going to give them a little bit more of a run for their money right now with what they're trying to do. And I think the Rams going to probably, if Donald makes it official, watch how quickly the Rams become like the number one, the odds makers favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, man, the Rams, like, they are going to be the team. Like, when whoever faces the Rams, bro, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got to face them too.
I know. I get it. And I'm praying to God we got everybody healthy when it come time, bro. I pray to God everybody healthy, because who ain't ever healthy, somebody going to
It's going to be like, Debo coming. Who? Debo.
Debo. Speaking of Debo,
welcome back to the 49ers, right?
Debo coming back to the coming back to the 49ers. Coming back to the 49ers. What? Come on, man. That was your boy.
He was not my boy.
He was.
He was.
CC, what is he not doing?
Man, you know what?
Trey.
This is the same dude that'll go against his own team, so I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I am.
I'm gonna say.
And will.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
What you said. Because he
Man,
will.
For a long time, you defended Debo on this show. Like,
If
you took Debo out of that lineup.
I mean, if it's warranted, yes, I will say or do that. So we don't have a wide receiver crew. We don't have one.
We know he's not the same Debo, man. We know he's not the same Debo. It's the wear and tear, man. Hey, the 49ers are random racket. So they might, so maybe this is a move that he goes back there, he gets this season in, and then he retires. He goes out of the 49ers.
But I don't. But see, one thing I disagree with you about, bro. I watched that. I don't know if y'all watched that thing on Netflix. It's been about, I think it's like 3 or 4 seasons in, and they did a documentary on the receivers that's in the NFL, and Debo is one of them. Him, I think. What's his name? The tight end for y'all, Trey. Kittles, and then they did some. Omar, St. Brown, all of them, right? They did a little thing on Netflix. Debo is a freak of nature. Have you seen Debo? That dude is built different, bro.
I mean, yeah,
they literally compare him to a running back. That's why they put him back there. So
that's why they use him in that aspect.
They compare him to a running back. This dude ain't no small dude, bro. Debo is a big dude. So I'm not saying he's definitely not at his prime anymore, but he ain't far wide.
And he's gonna have packages. That's why, like you said, the wear and tear. Right. So I'm sure that's what the expectation is, him coming back.
But at this point, you are still not running that same darn end around with Debo, man. You know what I mean?
The jet sweep is coming.
Trying to get to that corner, man.
But see what the difference is now is, I mean, it worked before because we had receivers that opened up those zones and opened up those pockets. We don't have that currently. We don't have anyone to take the top off. We don't have Brandon Ayuk is not coming back. We had thought we had Ricky Parasol. He's not coming back this season. So Scribbling was our next hope, and they said he's not faring too well currently. So we don't know what we have. So we have what's his name? Kirk is injured currently. We have Evans he's nursing an injury
Mike
currently.
Evans, yep.
Yeah, so it's like, and then we got Debo. So, but like you just said, using him, we can't just run that if they're loading the box up, because they're going to load the box up for if we sit up and move Christian McCaffrey out into the slots. That moves the needle for them to open it up a little. But now you know what's coming. Presumably, if you see Debo start to go in motion, or if you see Christian McCaffrey motion out and Debo's offset to the side, you already know what's coming. But so it's going to be interesting to see what it is that Shanahan comes up with this. But they kind of know what's coming. It's going to make a difference. It's going to be kind of hard, especially when playing against the Rams. If you got Aaron Donald back, because he's going to be a disruptor, probably pushing that person back into the backfield. That's going to disrupt that type of stuff happening. So unless we could put someone on the guard, unless we got some good guards that's going to be able to withstand that or hold the line to stop Aaron Donald from pushing that, or maybe Aaron Donald isn't going to be that Aaron Donald that he was 3 or 4 years ago. And then saying, like I said, it might not be the same.
You still got to account for him regardless of what Aaron Donald you get.
Yeah, you got to account for the thought of the Aaron Donald. I mean,
you still got to account for him. But this is probably going to be a season where CMC going to have to be that guy out of the backfield in regards to.
He can't be.
No, I'm saying as far as a receiver, he has to be. Y'all have no other weapons. Y'all have to be. Y'all brought Debo back simply because y'all wide receiver room is not as built up as it needs to be. So CMC is gonna have to carry a part of that load because you can't depend on Debo to do it all.
But then y'all got Mike Evans, right?
But he's
Mike
hurt.
who?
Did y'all get Mike Evans?
He's hurt.
He got a quad injury.
He hurt.
Pearsall. All y'all receivers are struggling.
They're hurt.
But Mike
Except
Evans,
for the newer cats.
But this is nothing new for Mike Evans, though. He'll bounce back at some point.
It ain't. He
normally.
I think he ended last season hurt, didn't he?
Hurt. Yeah.
Like
somewhere in there, he always hurt, man. So
he ended the season hurt. So that's the.
So as we get a little.
That's why I say CMC gonna have to play a major part as a wide receiver in that process.
So we're getting a little bit closer to game time, but I have another question for y'all, right? We spoke a little bit, and we brought CC to the conversation as well, right? The conversation was about Stephon Diggs, in which we both was like, we hope he comes to one of our teams. It didn't happen. He ended up going to y'all division, just not either one of y'all's teams. What's good, Eric? What's good? What's going on?
They go with the Vikings. They go to that Vikings.
Hey, he happy because they got Kyler Murray. They got a quarterback controversy over there going on, supposedly.
It shouldn't be no controversy. If Kyler Murray got some game, it shouldn't be no controversy because we saw McCarthy last year, man.
Small. What do you think about that?
You think he'll vastly improve?
Yeah.
So the conversation was
yes,
Stephon Diggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stephon ended up going to the Washington Commanders. However, he turned down the Las Vegas Raiders, the Kansas City Chiefs, and it was one more team. The Los Angeles Raiders, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Miami Dolphins.
I would have.
Now he's from the DMV area, where we can understand that.
Okay.
So I can understand him turning down the Las Vegas Raiders. I can understand him even probably turning down the Miami Dolphins, especially when you look at what they have. However, do you think that, I'm very sure it's probably because he's playing at home. It's probably his last hurrah.
I agree.
Are you turning down the chance to go play with Patrick Mahomes and the possibility of winning a championship to go play at home with Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
It depends on his mindset, man.
Okay.
It's his mindset, because if we're going off of what you're just saying, him might play him one more season, then yeah, I'm going home because that's where I want to end up. I'm already home. I can plant my feet.
Yeah, I think he signed 1 year, $12 million.
Yeah, I can cement myself at home. I'm already home, so when it's time for me to leave the field, I'm leaving the field and I'm just going home to stay home. But if you're looking at, I got more years to play, and I got something still left in the tank. I probably would have went to Kansas City.
I think Kansas City got so many young receivers. He probably was thinking, well, where I'm gonna get
I'm
in.
not ready to be.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like he'd be totally the veteran receiver in that squad, right? On that squad.
What do you
right?
want? Ain't that what you want, though, CC? As a coach, as an owner, you want a veteran receiver to coach up the young receivers?
But he probably looking at, I'm not ready to be that dude yet.
Yeah,
as a mentor, you don't think you don't think he's ready to be seen as a mentor or looked up as a mentor? You got to be right now. But look at how old he is. Like
true that. He's 32 years
right.
old. But
when
also
he come in any locker room right now, they calling him Unc.
True that, but at least in Washington, he can be called Unc, but he Unc on the field. In Kansas City, he probably going to be called Unc, but he also want to be Unc on the sideline and not getting that much time.
Hold on, Trey. I want to know if you think the same way, CC. You mean to tell me y'all think if he went to Kansas City, he wouldn't be the number 2 number? Who Kansas City got as A1 outside of? We know who they one is. Actually,
Rice is A1.
Rice. Okay, who's they 2?
Well,
Worthy.
But Worthy always hurt. But Worthy.
That part.
Like, you got Worthy. But also, you just got to look at it like, man, like Kansas City they this type of team, they can pick up any kind of utility type of wide receiver from anywhere, and it can pretty much fit them in that offense. I think for Stephon, it's more about like home could be a part of it too, but it's also about like Trey said, the opportunity that you're gonna get to catch the rock. You know what I mean? The opportunities you're gonna get to get your hands to be monumental. Like he had all that in Buffalo. Like Buffalo, not Buffalo. He had that in Buffalo, but they didn't use it right. But then
they stopped using him
in New England. You saw what he could do, like with a young core receivers and stuff. I think that was the measuring stick for him right there, Bishop. That I don't want to do that again. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be that guy again. You know.
So in Kansas City, they have Xavier Worthy, Tyquan Thornton, Rasheed Rice, Jalen Royals, Nikhil Regima, and Jason Brownlee.
He will definitely be in the top 3. He will be him. His resume is going to put him on the field at Kansas City, guaranteed.
I think he would have got some burn. I think he would have got some burn later in the season. But if you watch Andy Reid, man, throughout the season, he likes to tinker with the offense, man. He likes to play with the offense a lot. He likes to switch players. He likes to use this guy. You know, he likes to take advantage of different packages and stuff. And I think Stephon at a point, man, either I'm on the field or I'm not. Either I'm a part of this right now or I'm not.
In my opinion, because of what, like you said, what Andy Reid likes to do, I think you put Stephon on the squad, and even though Stephon turned it down, if you put Stephon on the field, you already got Worthy opening up the field. He taking everything downfield because his speed is unmatched. So you got Worthy take everything downfield. So that leaves Stephon to hit the intermediate routes. And I think that's a huge advantage for KC. That's why they was looking to get him. That's why they was pursuing him, in my opinion. I think that's why, because when you got Worthy going downfield, you got what's his name on the other end, and then you got Stephon doing intermediate routes. Come on, bro. That's a recipe for success, in my opinion. That's why.
And I think also you got to take into I also think we got to take into consideration his what he does in the locker room, in which if he's not getting the ball, does he start to become a problem in the locker room, or does he start to weigh on? So I think all that stuff comes into play as well.
I'm just saying, like, as far as
I don't know, was Stephon a cancer in the locker room?
But as far as that kind of impact, well, we know he was in Buffalo. We know that was a narrative that they was.
Well, yeah, but I think that was because he was so unhappy on what you just talked about, CC.
Yeah.
But I think with a team like Washington, you have a bigger impact because McLaurin coming into his own. But he ain't always healthy. I think if you want your best chance to really showcase your abilities and stuff, and then you can help a young quarterback out. Like you got a quarterback that's going into like his third year. I mean, and the guy is pretty good. So I think Stephon made a good choice for him. And for all we know, it came down to the dollar too.
Because they got McLaurin, they got McCaffrey, they got Jalen Lane, they got Van Jefferson, they got Burks, they got receivers over there. Honestly,
I know Trey Burks and all of them. Yeah.
Hey, but oh man, that's funny.
That's crazy,
Nearest
Anthony.
hospital.
Stop it, bro. That man gonna put on some weight. Hey, what did you saying about? You could say the same thing about Devontae Smith. They both small little receivers, but hey, he gonna put on some
Yeah,
weight.
it's a lot of injuries. You know, like
It is.
you know,
I feel like Stephon Diggs is still gonna be a threat out in Washington. He's still a person that we definitely got to account for without question. So
I would have liked him to go to Kansas City if you want my opinion, because now, like with some of these moves you're looking at, man, where my team gonna fit in if the other teams keep getting better? You know what I'm saying? Where we gonna fit in? If
we
the
haven't
Giants,
seen Jerry make any moves.
if the Giants make any kind of progression up, and we know where the Commanders was, they fell off last year, but if they come back to where they was, Jaden's rookie year, Daniel's rookie year, man, where that's gonna put us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talk that no excuse stuff. This year, Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, no excuse. I don't want to hear that MVP season. MVP. Oh, he could be the MVP on a 6-10-1 or whatever how the record was. Yeah. Not MVP. That's not MVP to me, at least.
Yeah. No, that's not.
Hey, Dak, you're the MVP of a 6-10-1 team.
And how? Yeah, that's not MVP stature.
Who counting that?
Marcus.
Who counting that?
Marcus.
Who counting?
So that is not MVP stature because he's a huge Cowboy fan himself. Marcus Gardner.
Yeah, we got to do better than that, man, because they gaining on us. You see what's going on with Dallas? Like, we already had to worry about Philly. Now they gaining on us. Like the Giants and the Commanders are coming. Maybe not this year, but they coming.
Oh yeah, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's a rebuild for a couple of them. It's a rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
It's coming along, man. Again, as they get ready, they just sit up and trotted out the all the inductees as the season get ready to start. The two teams playing tonight again, the Arizona Cardinals and the say again.
Yeah, that was Vinatieri.
Yeah, Vinatieri. He's
man, shout out to him. He deserved to be in, and you know what I'm saying. I was just reminded that I'm out here in South Dakota, and he's from South Dakota, or he went to school out here, or something, or he lived out here, so
his longevity, bro. Yeah, longevity, man, alone gets him in, bro. But he is. I mean, some people gonna say, well, he's a kicker. Well, I mean, he can go. I mean, he ain't doing nothing but kicking the ball all the time. But I'm just saying, I think he's the longest tenured kicker in the NFL history, right? Ain't he the longest kicker to be in the league?
I don't think he's the longest. How long did he play?
Vinatieri.
Days George Blanda played a long time. Like,
wasn't it 96? Wasn't it 96 to 15 or something? 14?
Yeah,
that's what 19 years, 20, almost 20 years.
Yeah, something like that. 96 to 15.
Yeah, but I think it was a player.
He played.
What was it?
Oh yeah, it was 96 to 19.
Not 19. Can't be this is 2020.
Oh, he played 24 seasons.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
So you might be right. That might be longer because I thought back in the days, I think what was his name, George Blanda played 23
24.
years?
Yeah, he played 24 seasons.
Yeah. So Terry played 24. Yeah.
96 to 19.
Yeah. 19. Yeah. So yeah.
Long time though. Long time.
That's a long time, bro.
What's good, Jay Ness? What's good, baby?
Jay Ness, what up, bro?
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, that's a long time to play. Even just as being a kicker, man, that's a long time to be on that field.
Well, the longevity, but he was good. So
and he was all the way up until he left. He was good. He was that dude to count on, without question. When you need him. So yeah, he deserved to go in. Oh, I just saw it. Oh, so they just did that. Extension for Jameer like 2 hours ago. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
3 years for $75.75 million extension with 51.5
21 seasons.
Jesus.
They said now we don't want to hear nobody out there hyping up Kyler now that he ain't in Arizona.
I'm still gonna hype him up. I'm still gonna hype him up, Jay. He gonna do that thing out there in Minnesota, bro. Watch.
Hey, this might be a different look for him because now, man, he playing with one of the best wide receivers in the game. He got a good tight end. Like they got a good offense all the way around. They got a good coach that's coaching the offense. So, man, hey, this might be a bust out year for Kyler Murray. Like if he gets that starting. He get that starting job and he don't get it done this year. No excuses, man. Because you're in a better position. You're in a better position than live.
What's really going to be telling is if McCarthy get that starting spot.
Oh, that'll be so deflating. Oh,
I don't think you can give it to McCarthy, man. I still like him though. He's a good QB. Never had a line consistently changing. Agreed.
That's what I mean. Some consistency in his world might be a difference.
We've seen what McCarthy can do. We've seen that. Why wouldn't you give Jalen that opportunity? I mean, Jalen. Why wouldn't you give Colin that opportunity? We've seen what McCarthy could do.
Yeah, I don't see any way that you could say.
No, hell no, Anthony.
That I don't know. No way possible you can say that McCarthy is going to outplay Kyler Murray in training camp and throughout this preseason. I don't think you can say he's going to outplay him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think McCarthy going to be a decent because like a lot of times when you win in college, man, when you win a national championship and stuff, your career he'll be all right in the long run, McCarthy, but he still got some learning and stuff to do. He got some.
What you say, Jay? What you just said, Jay Ness. I mean, people forget Kyler was a top 5 passing yards when healthy. Absolutely. At his stature, without question, and that's my thing, bro. Like CC said, I don't think without Kyler, Vikings went 9-8.
Marty ain't no change.
I don't agree to that, Marty.
Me neither.
I don't agree with that. I think it's going to be a different team, man. And to have McCarthy as a backup, I think is a win-win situation.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good for them, but that was funny though. 9-8. I mean,
so
9-8.
What's wild is when you look at it, it's going to be interesting, man. Because when I look at it, like you said, like we was talking about on the phone yesterday, they're in competition. That's telling, in my opinion, right there. And then, not to mention on the opposite side of it, when you look at the Cardinals, they waited till just last week to even give Brissett some money for him to be able to sit up and come in to training camp, and then they sit up and Beck gets to start, denied to start for the night. Yeah.
But we know how preseason games go and stuff like that. We know how that is. We know that's why that's why I was about to say I'm looking forward to watching the first couple of preseason games for
just to see some.
Just to see. That's gonna be telling. That's gonna be telling.
Like tonight, looking at Carson Beck, we get our first look at Carson Beck in an NFL game. I know it's just a preseason game, but we're gonna see what he's working with a little bit.
Right, and I think that's where we're gonna be able to see. That's gonna separate the two between JJ and Kyler.
Why Zach say that about Call of Duty?
We'll start. COD hasn't had a good. Bro,
people got jokes, man. I mean, I get it. Hopefully he done matured a little bit since then, and maybe the coaching staff will have other plans for him.
Steeler Nation, bro. Steelers ain't.
Here we go with that Steeler Nation, boy.
Miss you too, Jay. Steeler Nation ain't nothing, bro. Ain't nobody worried about the Steelers.
Scott,
y'all has been since Ben left. Y'all has been.
I don't know. They got Michael Pittman Jr. and what's his
name?
Tonight,
first preseason game is tonight, bro. Right now, about to go kick off right now.
It's about to go on right now.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, the team's coming out now.
Yeah,
they on the field now. They about to kick off.
Yeah. Like I was saying in regards to JJ and Kyler, the preseason is gonna be the tall tale on who's gonna do what, bro. Who's gonna get that starting position? And it's crazy because we all know how preseason is. The true starter plays like one drive.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett. Yeah, one drive. Yeah, Kenny Pickett, that dude. Yeah, one drive to go to erase that one.
But I don't even think you played Bryce Young today, do you? He don't even dress out.
No, he shouldn't. Hell no. Do not put Bryce.
Yeah, you don't want to pay them.
He better not even be suited up. I wouldn't even suit his ass up if it was me.
I'm very sure he's suited just in case.
That's what I'm saying. Like he shouldn't even. No,
Oh,
because
there go
Kenny Pickett out there first.
Scott. There go your quarterback. That's our
Kenny
quarterback.
Pickett out there
Kenny
first.
Pickett.
So before we get out of here, man, what about Aaron Rodgers? What's y'all thought on that? He said still a nation. I mean, he says this is his last season. Is it gonna be decent?
I think so. Like I said, only like I was
What's
saying, say earlier.
What's decent though, Trey? What's decent? What's decent?
9-8.
Not 9.
But so I'm saying that because they have, like I said, Michael Pittman Jr. and
in Arizona.
what's his name from what's my man? Damn, I can't think of his name from Seattle from last year.
I told you he not suited up. He got on the first, but he got no pants.
Metcalf.
Yeah, Metcalf and Michael Pittman Jr. So he has a they have Aaron Rodgers has more to work with now.
I'll just be glad when Pittsburgh stop with all. I mean, finally go get a quarterback. Finally go draft one. Draft a franchise worthy or franchise caliber quarterback or something. Like since Ben Roethlisberger left, man, y'all have a whole lot to be desired.
But so it does. I know we're supposed to get out here a little bit, but since is there anything? Are they is Pittsburgh allow some type of growing pains if they have their first losing season in the last 23 years?
Absolutely.
No.
Yes, they are.
Damn.
Come on, bro.
There's no excuses. I ain't getting you. No, because you stuck with Aaron Rodgers. Because if you was gonna go through this, you should be going through it with a young quarterback that's gonna enhance your team. You're going through it with Aaron Rodgers. So no, I'm not giving you no grace period. McCarthy, you get no grace period.
Damn, bro.
He said that because McCarthy was in Dallas. He said that because McCarthy was in Dallas. Hell no, CC, don't do that.
You get no grace
because McCarthy was in Dallas. Don't do that.
You get no grace period. No.
He said that.
No.
McCarthy
Go get a quarterback.
He got fired in Dallas. Yeah, no.
He basically him with the Biggie.
That ain't even on McCarthy,
him with the Biggie Smalls. The game just rewind.
Yeah, that ain't even on McCarthy though. That ain't on McCarthy's fault, bro. Don't do that.
I'm not putting that on McCarthy. I'm just saying him and Aaron Rodgers reuniting. Everybody want to act like they forgot why they split up in the first place. Everybody want to act like they forgot why they split up in the first place. Like this is gonna be like a match made in heaven. You know what I mean? I mean, for real, they're gonna act like this is a match made in heaven. Remember why they broke up the first time around. So, you know, just keep that in the back of your mind. If things start to get away from Pittsburgh, then watch how that breakup goes. Yeah. What's the quarterback name? Will Howard or whatever? Imagine Aaron Rodgers getting benched for Will Howard or whatever his name is. What's the backup name? Will Howard or something?
I think is it Will Howard? Isn't what's his name still there?
Can you imagine that scenario?
What's the name? No, it was Kenny Pickett was there, and now Pickett in Carolina.
No.
Pickett has been bounced around, bro. It's unfortunate.
We had him too. We had Kenny.
But I thought it was Will Howard.
Everyone, hell, we had him too at this point.
Yeah. It might be Will Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, that was a good hit. It might be Will Howard. He said Will Howard. Scott said Will Howard.
Yeah, Will Howard.
Can you imagine Aaron Rodgers, the great Aaron Rodgers, getting benched for Will Howard? I can see that playing out if things go crazy. In Pittsburgh, I can see that happen.
Who the hell is Will Howard? Ain't no way, bro.
Exactly.
Will Howard, he was a Michigan quarterback, right?
That's my point.
Who is Will Howard? That's what CC getting at. Who the hell is he?
Who is Will Howard?
I don't know who that dude is.
Exactly. You know what I'm
saying? Okay, I see you, Carson.
Carson might be a diamond in the rough.
He went the third round.
I was about to say we can't act like Carson Beck ain't win a championship or two.
Oh, but they do have
round though. I didn't know he went.
But they do have Drew. What's his name? Drew Aller or whatever.
From Pittsburgh. I mean from Penn State.
Penn State, right?
Yeah.
Then he go to Penn State. So you know they keeping it in the state of Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, they keeping it in the state of Pennsylvania.
That part. Yeah.
That would be even crazier if Drew gets the nod, at some point in the season over Aaron Rodgers. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, man. I'm looking forward to the season, y'all. I'm really looking forward to the season. I'm really looking forward to seeing how everything pans out for all these teams with all the new changes and stuff like that. I can't wait. Football is back, y'all.
Football is back.
Yeah.
So of course, we greatly appreciate y'all tuning in this afternoon with us. We'll probably be back next week. Maybe we might have a guest or two as we lead up to the actual start of the season. Of course, next week there should be more going on. We know next week there should be there's a couple of games going on. I know the Texans play. The Texans play next week, I think.
Okay.
Most of
the teams start playing next week.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Thursday. Well, not Thursday, right? But Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Just go.
And then, of course, we finna get back into with the college football, so we didn't get a chance to talk about that, but that's coming. Let's go, Trojans, baby.
I think the poll came out too for college football, didn't they? I think they've already released one of the
Indiana is 6th, right? It was 6th in the coaches poll or something like that.
Yeah, and Alabama's number 11. Alabama's number 11.
Oh yeah, so we got plenty to talk about. So more to talk about to get in there and talk. So be sure to sit up and tune in when if y'all sit up and go and like on any of the social media aspect, y'all be able to get that notification when we sit up and have the show set and when we go live. Greatly appreciate y'all. Like I said, some of y'all that were viewing today, we're going to definitely reach out. We probably going to have some conversations. If y'all didn't know it, the ladies of San Antonio, for those San Antonio viewers out here, the Lady Dolphins Elite, we look to have some of their coaches on to talk to them as they went and competed in the NFL flag championship down in Indiana this a couple of weeks ago. If you didn't know, for all our military people out there, they had the first inaugural flag football championship series in which the Air Force did a clean sweep of both the men and women's. So hopefully we get a chance to have them on there to talk about that first time experience, as well as some of the other armed forces teams. And as well, we look to have the owners of the Texas Wild Hogs, who is going to be an arena football team out here in the great state of Texas that's coming on, to have them on and talk about that as well. So just a couple of guests to get the juices flowing before we get into the regular season. So be sure to tap in and tune in and just listen up. Feel free to hit us up if you got something important to talk about. Always looking to bring on so we can spread the word. Mason Rudolph, that's who I was looking for. Thanks, appreciate it, Scott.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph.
So so be sure, like I said, like, subscribe, or anything. Y'all can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, and just listen in. Feel free to comment, be a part of the show. So more coming on. We should have some segments, some questions, is some stuff we're looking to do this year to be a little more interactive. So feel free, hit us up. Gentlemen, anything before we get up out of here?
Nothing, man.
Good to be back.
Yeah, happy to be back. Like CC, I'm happy to be back. Let's go. Football season is here. Let's get it. Football manifest. Let it ride. Straight in front. We on your side. Shine the goat. Bring that flame. CC in the booth. Remember the name. Football manifest. Say it loud. Weekly updates for the crowd. No excuse list. Hot takes fly. Powered by First Formations. Stand by. Transactions hit. We break it down. Who got better? Who might drown? Record shift, we redesign from primetime game.